The real-life Cleveland was even better than the fictionalized version we see in World of Warships. After commissioning in 1942, she saw battle in Morocco as part of the invasion of North Africa. By the end of 1942, she was in the Pacific in support of Guadalcanal. In March 1943, she helped to sink the Japanese destroyers Minagumo and Murasami. In November of that year, her radar helped her to fire upon 4 Japanese cruisers, resulting in the sinking of the Sendai, and then she chased the remaining cruisers until daybreak. During the Marianas operation, she positioned herself between enemy shore batteries and a damaged U.S. destroyer, saving the USS Norman Scott and firing on the enemy guns. General MacArthur embarked on her during the battles to retake the Philippine Islands from the Japanese. Later, she moved on to Okinawa and eventually was part of the occupying forces in Tokyo Bay. Over the course of the war, Cleveland shot down many enemy aircraft. She earned the Navy Unit Commendation and 13 battle stars. She was certainly a wonderful ship. Yes, we are back in Cleveland. She is my favorite ship. And we are in a VII-VIII-IX battle on the Shards map. We have 1 submarine, 3 destroyers, 5 cruisers, and 3 battleships on each team.
Action stations.
Okay, just checking out stats monitor real quick. We do have the edge on the other team by a couple percentage points, but we still have to fight the battle. Looks to me like top players on the opposing team are going to be from the Cherbourg and the Jager. Okay, Bliskovica is sleeping in late. Now on our team, the Alaska looks like a hotshot purple player, so we'll see. Uh-oh. Our Hughes and our Salmon, where are they going? Okay, so they need to be going toward Alpha Cap. Maybe I can give them a little hint there.
Capture that area.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Yeah, our Shumfan agrees. Okay, well, we're seeing a lot of the Hughes in the game. Some people got them quick, and some people are having to work for it. Okay, our Bliskovica has woke up and can join the fight. Somebody is in Charlie, somebody on the opposing team is in Charlie, and somebody is in Alpha. Our Nanning is getting into Bravo Cap though. Hopefully I can light a fire on this Bismarck. I love to shoot at Bismarcks. They light on fire so easy. Okay, somebody's shooting back at me. I'm just trying not to run into the Prince Ruprecht. There we go. Dodged in between those shells. Here's some more coming. Dodge those. Something still has us spotted. Okay. Now, the Hardy. I'm sure that's pronounced more French-like. And pardon me for the way I'm talking. I caught a cold on my vacation, and I am talking around a cough drop. Anyway, okay. Our Prince Ruprecht wants to go right in there, and oops. I was going to swing around and try to catch that Bolognese in a crossfire, and I found a Baltimore sitting up there. How curious. Okay, let's light him up, and thank goodness he wasn't prepared to shoot AP at me. Alright, pardon me while I cough real quick. There we go. Okay. Up. Alright. Lost sight on the Baltimore. Somebody's shooting at me, though. The Kearsarge was. And the Baltimore was, but he wasn't quite ready for me. I don't know if he was aiming at me or our JB. Okay. What's going on over here now? Our Hughes is saying he plays battleships. Well, he should have been. He's already dead. Well, I play DD a lot too, and I know sometimes you can blow it.
All forces, capture that area.
All right. Let's go after Bravo. Oh. Nanning is being driven by C's Nuts from the Wreck Clan. He's a guy that I see quite a bit on the Clyde Plays Live Twitch channel. We've run into each other a couple of times in battle. Uh-oh. There's Hughes right in front of me. Almost got caught out thinking around saying hi instead of fighting the game. Okay. There. Okay. Blew that guy up. Well, I didn't, but had a little help. Uh-oh. Torps, torps, torps. Trying to look around and see who's shooting at me. Wild camera work. Okay. I see no shells coming at me. That's the thing when you're driving to Cleveland. You gotta know where the shells are coming from. Okay. We have lost 2 ships. The other team has lost 4, and if I have anything to do about it, they're going to lose another one here real soon. Okay. However, ooh, here's Ismo shooting at me. Dang. He got his chunk.
Problem solved, sir.
His spotter plane is spotting me. Was. Now he's not. We did lose our Ruprecht, but hopefully I can get some good shots on this Kearsarge. Get him lit up before Ismo gets around that island in front of us. Kearsarge's guns are not... Well, now they're looking at me. Get him out quick.
Good show.
He's getting ready to shoot. There they are. Okay. Slowing down, throttle juking, and missed. Okay. Thank you, Van Cohorn. Now, Ismo is, or Izumu, I guess I'm saying it wrong, Izumu, has his guns looking for me, but I think I'm in a position to dodge him now. He doesn't know which way I want to go. He's still got a bigger chunk than I want to give him. Okay, would not be a bad idea for me to cool my jets here now. I will be out of range anyway, and he won't be able to see me. And I set a fire on him. Oop. Dang. And that should be a permafire because he DCP'd, damage controlled, the previous fire, and I think he's going to sit there and burn for a while. Okay, Tulsa down. That leaves the VII-VIII, their sub, and the Yager. Sub just got our Kansas. So we have 6 ships left. They have 4. I am the least healthy of my team. The VII-VIII is one of the experimental ships. I don't care for them. Tier 9 cruiser. I don't know what its claim to fame is. It's probably got one of those funny buttons that gives it really fast reload or something like that. Okay, now something's back over there. Most likely Yager. Now RPF is bouncing back and forth between VII-VIII and whatever's over there unseen. I'm thinking Yager. Pardon me for a second. Trying not to lose my voice. Okay, I am spotted. Let's pop the radar. And there's Yager. He's angling away from me. They don't steer too well. There's some of the torps. There's 3 sets. Okay, cool. And there's VII-VIII shooting at me. Time for me to get turned back toward him. Alright. Well, gotta take the one that's most dangerous to me. Okay. Avoided the shot. Alaska did the job. Thank you, Alaska. Now, I
Enemy submarine in sight.
can duke gun to gun with the Yager. What I cannot do is take any torps. Not even Yager torps. Okay, we have just a couple minutes left on this match. My game timer says 8 minutes, but actual battle timer isn't showing correctly. And since it's a replay, our score is flipped, but we have 800 points and counting. So
Our team has taken the lead.
okay, where is Yager?
Thank you.
Okay, he's here, but I'm 14 seconds away from having a radar. Almost ready, but my hydro's out, so now I gotta dodge torps. There we go. There he is. Okay. Now. Well, I gotta hit him though, don't I? Somebody's got to hit him. He's hitting me. There are times where Cleveland's guns make it very difficult. There we go. Of course, he's dodging as much as I am. There. Okay, somebody's getting him. One more. One more. Got him. Oh, and he got me too. Dang it. Alright. Done. Well now, that was a good one, wasn't it? Got pretty exciting there. So we ended up with 74,000 in damage and 150 main battery target hits. 107 of them actually did damage. They caused 8 fires, got 3 defended ribbons, assisted in a capture, and got 2 kills. Even had 6 spotted ribbons. That is something that you don't normally get out of a cruiser, although I guess my radar did its work. Ended up on top of the leaderboard with 2070 base XP with that Van Cohorn and his Kraken right behind me. So let's comp him. And C's Nuts in the Nanning came in third. Let's comp him too for being a good guy. He also played well, but all right. So I ended up tanking over 1 million in potential damage and pulled almost 51,000 in spotting damage. A bunch of that was Cherbourg and the Jager, of course, and the Kearsarge. All right. Then brought in 372,000 in credits. Ship XP, the free XP, 2,700, and over 9,000 in Elite Commander XP. So, cool. Okay. So, we have seen Cleveland and Richard Connolly. Oh, how nice. I got compliments. I got more than one. All right. I appreciate that, guys. Anyway, so real quickly recap on Richard because we have not seen him in a little while. I am running Last Stand and Incoming Fire Alert, and I really depend on that with Cleveland because that's how I know when I need to twist and turn. Grease the Gears helps me keep my guns on target, but that Demolition Expert, that's the one that I really like to light the fires. And then Adrenaline Rush lets me have a little bit faster reload when I'm getting doinked around like I was, and Survivability Expert kept me alive long enough to hunt down the Jager. And then Radio Locate helped me find the Jager. And that Concealment Expert, that is always valuable, but in my case, it brings my detectability down to where it's almost equal to my radar range. So if I'm detected at 9.3, if I give it another heartbeat or two and then hit my radar, they're inside radar range at 9K. So I really like the way that matches up for me. Now, sometimes if they're going away from me, they can outrun my radar, and we saw that happen, but a lot of times they're coming toward me, and that way I can get the full effect of my guns on them. Okay, so you can tell up here how much I like Cleveland. She's got almost 2 million in ship XP, and I haven't had her maybe a year, I suppose, so that's not bad. Anyway, so main armaments mod run tries to keep my guns in the fight. But that radar gives me an extra 20% on that. So right now, I have radar then for 35 and a half seconds. So that's pretty good. Um, Aim Assistance Mod 1, you know, the thing is, my shells go where I aim them. The trouble is aiming them where they need to go because they have such high arcs that by the time my shells land, the ship I'm aiming at, like DD, can be in a different time zone. And Yager was a few times. Steering gears mod 1, oh, I prefer that. Although if I come to a stop anywhere, it takes me forever getting going again. But I can turn and avoid shells or steer into the path of the fewest of them much more quickly. And if you're going to open water gunboat, you got to do this one. If you're going to be an island camper, then you can pick propulsion mod. But Cleveland is not an island camper, at least not the way I play her. And then Concealment Assistance Mod 1 combined with my Captain's skill is what brings my concealment down to that 9.3 that we were talking about. Now, I did not need my defensive AA in this battle. Previous one I did, where I had to fight off a whole bunch of aircraft, but this one, the Kearsarge, didn't really send anything at me. That surveillance radar, given the choices, I guess it could be really foolish and choose spotting aircraft to extend my range or fighters, but no, I think I'd rather be a radar cruiser. And I have hydroacoustic search. Okay, so we run Charlie Kilo, and that gives me that extra bit of HP for my ship, and that helped carry me through the fight. So I do run the Charlie Kilos. Glad I have plenty of them. India Yankee, I run that one because I am oftentimes lit on fire. I'll put it out, and then I get lit on fire again. Even though cruisers don't burn for as long as battleships or the heavy cruisers, it still hurts, and I can't give up any more HP than I can help. And then I want to help light those fires, so I run my India X-rays and November Echo 77s to help me fight off the aircraft. And then I like the extra speed, so with those Sierra Mikes, I can actually keep up with my DDs, and sometimes I can outrun them. Then the November Foxtrots, that is going to bring back my hydro and my radar more quickly, and that's really nice to have. And then the Sierra Bravo is going to give me the extra time on my hydro, and so that was valuable for me. Okay, so my Cleveland sitting here in her beautiful Go Navy camo. She is just a sleek, beautiful ship. And with two turrets forward and two turrets back aft for main battery, then we have a few secondaries, which Cleveland is not known as a secondary ship, although I have from time to time finished off a submarine or a DD with those secondaries. So, yeah, they're okay. Anyway, that is Cleveland, and that was a good team I was part of. That made it a lot of fun. And it is getting on to being a late evening, so I'm going to wish you all a good evening, and I hope to see you in battle.